This is a series in black and white done originally for linoleum cut studies, and then I liked them as they were, so I continued making them. And it deals with the rhythms in nature and especially in trees, because I think trees are the best sculptures in the world. Are trees. I feel I always feel like I would like to have been able to sit in the middle of a tree and just enjoy the rhythms. And so I started playing with the patterns and the rhythms. When I'm looking at, when I'm working with the India ink and on a watercolor board, but the repetition of pattern is important, and the breaking up of the way the space is made as it goes back in different kinds of perspectives. We're looking at these also as an energy, almost like rhythms and vibrations. So when you talk about rhythms and vibrations and phyllotaxis, the order in which things grow in nature, the Greek word phyllotaxis. So the whole series celebrates the tree, the limbs, and like human beings, the limbs kind of set the pose of the tree. Positive, negative space is very important in these. So the black is the negative and the white's the positive. This is just watercolor, my inking watercolor brush, and the pencil, and the watercolor paper, and the India ink. But the India ink for the density of the black, and then there's a variety in the blacks. Sometimes I get a variety of the black in there, but it's just so slight. Phyllotaxis is the Greek word for the order in which things grow in nature. And the Greeks, in the golden mean, the golden composition, or the golden rule, which was used by like the icon paintings in icons and in the original portraits, the Coptic portraits in Egypt. This is an ancient way of composition in portraiture, but in the nature, you're looking for the rhythm in the trees. In other words, the order in which the limbs grow in a tree, in which direction they go in, is part of their phyllotaxis. And you may have paintings that are based on the rhythm of the trees or the rhythm in the human bodies, the limbs of trees and the limbs of humans. Very important in the ancient Mediterranean art world. Also, the order in which things come in Japanese and Chinese and other Asian arts is related to it, but done with a different emphasis. The difference between perspective in the Asian sense and perspective in the Western sense, in the Western sense, it gets smaller as it goes back. In the Asian sense, it gets larger as it goes back. You have the small little boat, you have the little person in the boat, and then you have the big mountains in a scroll painting in Asian art. But in Western art, it's smaller as it goes back. But they both, they both have a sense of the golden rule or the golden mean, and that's the square. Finding the square inside the paper or the wood or the canvas or whatever. So, and that's where the portrait goes, inside the golden mean.